Hello again, Taylor County. I'm Alex Friend with Unleashed Tiger, and I'm here again with Mike Manypenny, running for County Commission. Mike, thanks for coming back on the program.
Thanks for having me, Alex. I appreciate it.
For sure. So this is part two. If you haven't seen part one yet, go get that. But Mike, let's start this one off with kind of a tough question, but you alluded to it, or you actually addressed it in the earlier video a little bit, and I want to go a little further. It's clear from the folks that have been sending in questions that they're continuing to lose confidence in their government for several reasons, but one of those is that partisan divide at the national level, at the state level, and even somewhat at the county level, but more so in terms of relations between like the county and the city and the county and other organizations. And so I guess what I would ask you is how would you help to address those underlying structures or the perception of that? And if so, you know, I guess how would you be part of the solution and not a part of the problem?
Well, I think that we all, regardless of party affiliation or beliefs, I think we all have more in common than we don't have in common. And I think that we need to embrace those commonalities. It's too much of the time we spend looking at our differences, and that's what divides us. It's really frustrating. I mean, it was bad when I was in House of Delegates. There was some partisanship, but I think it's gotten worse since I've been out of office. I miss being down there, but I really don't miss the partisanship.
Yeah, and people at home don't like it either, I can assure you that, at least from our questions. Hey, so in addition to asking folks at home, we also asked the candidates. Now, we didn't get your question in yet, just a timing thing, but we do have your opponent's question, so I'd like to ask that to you now. Do you believe that it should be necessary for elected officials to pass a drug test before entering and or while seated?
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
I mean, if the people that are being employed, you know, that drive buses or whatever, the people that make decisions should also follow those guidelines as well.
Gotcha. There's a couple things that I kind of shotgun you with some stuff, and you've already talked somewhat about the lake and those things, but we are presented, of course we have tons of challenges in this county, but we're also presented with a lot of opportunities, and uniquely I think in West Virginia, things, for instance, somebody just wrote in, you know, I don't know whether you're familiar with it, Fallout 76. It's a video game.
No.
It's all about a post-apocalyptic America. Well, they've focused it all on West Virginia. It's got a great trailer if you see it. They play country roads, but if you're into that stuff,
I think I have heard something about it.
So the point is, there's things in Grafton on that game, and what's happened in other areas, Las Vegas and other places, is people actually travel to that place. They've got a following, a pretty big following, that will travel and see these places. And you know, we've got opportunities around those to take advantage of that here in Grafton. I know there's the Grafton Monster is on there.
Yeah.
I wonder if the shrine is on there. Maybe the lake, the dam. I just don't know. But it's interesting that, you know, we've got all the natural gas happening with the whole coal mine. There's opportunities abound. So what are we going to do, I guess, as a county to try to take advantage of some of those and not let them just come and go?
Well, we need to embrace our strengths. Every county, every city within our state has a strength, and Taylor County has more strengths than most. We have the birthplace of Anna Jarvis, who founded Mother's Day. We have the International Mother's Day Shrine. We've got some beautiful historic buildings. We've got Tigert Lake. You know, and the first shot of the Civil War with first casualty with Bailey Brown. There is so much history here. If we were to embrace that more, I think, and advertise those strengths, it will bring people here, and they'll spend money, and it will stimulate the economy. It will create jobs. I don't know if I talked about this in the primary video or not, but I was also working with the WU Law School. Right now I'm on hold on that because I'm trying to get the Community Development Hub on board to sort of take over and spearhead what I've started. And that is, you know, made in the birthplace of Mother's Day. I think we can attract business and industry here, such as Hallmark, which could make their Mother's Day cards here, and at the bottom of the Mother's Day card it could say made in the birthplace of Mother's Day. But they would have to buy a license fee, and then they would also have to put a certain percentage of their proceeds into the community, or into basically a community trust fund, which could be used for numerous things, whether it's educational grants or just to try to keep up our historic buildings like the Shrine and the Jarvis House. and basically it's copywriting this, and the WV Law School has taken as far as they can. Now I'm trying to get the West Virginia Community Development Hub, which did a fantastic job on the Turn Your Town Around project, which has turned into All Aboard Grafton, and they're doing a fantastic job with limited funds and being creative. And so this is something that they can get grant money to take this over the hill and make some good hay out of it.
Yeah, and that's a good segue into the next question, is really around, I'm sure when you're out talking to folks, everybody's talking about jobs, 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 and oftentimes that conversation comes into bringing companies in and planting them here, attracting companies, attracting work in. But I would ask, flip this around, and it's not just me. There's a lot of folks at home where they're asking, well, what are we doing to create a climate, to create a context, an environment that's fruitful, that creates our own fruit, that grows our own businesses?
Well, we need to be family friendly, and we need to have recreation facilities for our youth to make and good educational opportunities for people to come and raise their families here. We need to be business friendly. I mean, I just read an article where Buchanan just got a tractor supply and a Harbor Freight business that are moving in. Grafton, Taylor County should have had those businesses move in here. It's unfortunate. We've got plenty of places where they could locate. We just need to, be more aggressive and contact, some of these national firms to locate here, because, I think they both pay pretty decent salaries for their positions that in the stores that they establish. So, I guess that's it. We aren't going to be able to cover every issue that maybe somebody's interested in. Oh, sure we can.
So, well, let's just keep it rolling then. But no, what would be? How would people get a hold of you if they want to know how you feel about something, or what your plans are, or if they've got an idea?
Well, if they're on Facebook, they can befriend me on Facebook. And sometimes I reach the peak of 5,000, and I have to go and sort some people out that aren't local, so that some of the local people can befriend me on there, and then just contact me there. I think you probably even contact me even if we're not friends on Facebook. My email is manypenny51@gmail.com. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. I mean, hey, if you want to call me, that's fine, but I have limited time to get on the phone. My phone's 304-677-0379. I mean, I'm accessible to anybody and everybody. You tell me what you like, what you don't like. Hey, I'm all ears.
Great. And is there anything, again, we haven't covered everything, is there anything you'd want to cover now before we kind of close this out?
No, I think that we've gone over most everything that I wanted to talk about, but I do want to remind everybody that it's unity that's going to bring our communities together and create an ability to grow in a direction that is positive. I mean, we need to all be working towards the same goal, not fighting each other and banging heads to try to go in different directions.
Yeah, pull the resources. My favorite question of all these interviews is, what is your West Virginia superpower? And what I mean by that is, growing up here or moving here, people might ask you why you moved here or why haven't you left, because of all the negative stereotypes or things that are real about here. We're dead last in everything we want to be first in, and we're first in everything we want to be last in, and that's an exaggeration, but there's a lot of that. But what I've found over the years is there's actually things, there's real gems here in this community that were taught to me or instilled in me as a young man that I have used in my life to be successful. And I call them my West Virginia superpowers. And so I would ask you, what's your West Virginia superpower?
Well, I see where you're coming from, but I really think my superpowers are my friends, my family, and my community.
Yeah, great answer. There's a bunch of great people around here. Mike Manypenny, County Commission. Mike, thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.